Question. Have you ever struggled on a diet because it was so restrictive and you felt like you just had to have something that you really enjoyed and ultimately end up eating it and maybe eating too much and going way off the deep end and ultimately falling off because of it? Well, that's great, because this video is for you. And I'm going to give you 6 rules or strategies for cheating on your diet. And rule number 1 is understand that you should cheat on your diet. So in reality, it's very difficult to remain so restrictive without having some of the stuff that we really enjoy to eat. And nobody does it, and that's including some of the most disciplined people on the planet, like bodybuilders and figure competitors that have to be at like the ultimate level of leanness. They even have periods of time, maybe less than a lot of the rest of us, but they have periods of time where they want to enjoy some of the foods that they really enjoy. So it's important to understand that a lot of the food and the things that were put in this world are here for our enjoyment, right? So depending on what your goal is, you really have to figure out how much of that enjoyment you're going to take in, right? As per what your fitness goal is. And everyone's got different fitness goals. Not everyone wants to be superstar, elite level lean. If you do, you just do a little bit less of it. But there are times you should program in cheats. Give yourself a little bit of rest. It's like, I go hard, I sprint, and then I recover a little bit. That's kind of what cheat meals or cheat foods are. It's like I'm going to sprint really hard, then I'm going to recover. And it's a good strategy for most things in life. You have to recover a little bit like you would sleep. So having some foods that you enjoy is perfectly fine and recommended if you're going to maintain just kind of a good nutrition lifestyle over the course of the long haul. So understand that you should. Number 2, the 10% rule. So the 10% rule, if we're going to talk about cheating on your diet, let's give it some numbers, right? Let's figure out what's going on. So 10% of your daily calorie allotment can certainly be what, one of the big time researchers in our field is Alan Aragon, and what he refers to as pure junky goodness. So what does that mean? Anything you enjoy. So how do you figure out your daily calorie allotment, your maintenance level? Well, the easiest way is to kind of look at something like a MyFitnessPal. It'll give you those numbers roundabout what's your maintenance level, like how many calories you should eat. So, for example, like I generally eat about 3,200 calories per day. Now I just have to do some math on what 10% is. So if you figure out what your daily calorie allotment is, you're going to multiply that number times 0.10. And that number gives me 320 calories per day. So every day, 320 calories, I can pretty much eat whatever I want, and it won't have any big impact, i.e. it won't make me unhealthy or make me fatter. Now you can do this a couple of ways. You can do this all in one day, or you can, like do it on like a Sunday or whatever it is. You can split it up over 2 days, or you can just once a day. You just know how many calories that you can pretty much just eat whatever. Again, like whatever strategy works for you is the best way to do it. Me, I usually save them up for Sunday. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it. That's probably the toughest one to recover from, to do it all in one day. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. And if you're good the rest of the time, it's not really going to impact you. So figure out what 10% is and then go from there. The next one is plan it. So instead of randomly not knowing when you're going to do this cheat meals, okay, or have these recovery from a diet, it's much better to know what's going to happen. So the people who are most successful, they're looking at their week and they're going, when am I going to have my cheat meals and what am I going to have, right? It's good to plan, like, what's your favorite stuff, man? Squeeze it in. Figure out when you're going to have it. Builds up a little bit of excitement on those rest times. And again, you're just not randomly going into stuff. Usually the people that are most fit are the people that are best at planning and understanding what their day looks like and when they're going to squeeze in the things that are going to help their health and their fitness. So plan it is a great strategy. Number 4 is the term diet. If the term diet throws you off, like it seems bad, it seems restrictive, we talk about that a lot now as fitness professionals, like diet, is that a bad word? It really depends on the person. So you need to figure out if diet is like a bad word, it's like, it just gives you a bad feeling, and then we want to reframe that. Like we want to go from diet to this is your lifestyle. So in reality, if you're going to go from overweight and not where you want to be to being really fit and being a superstar, it's all about who you become as a person. So the person that's really fit, they just have a different lifestyle than someone who might not be, might not be unfit, might be unfit, right? It's tough for me to spit that out, but the people who are unfit, they have a different lifestyle from people who are fit. So they just do things differently. So ultimately, again, like, is it a diet? If you're going from really unfit and you're going to improve, you're going to have to change your nutrition. So if we got to call it a diet, then we might have to. But what you really want to think about ultimately is, I'm changing my lifestyle. If you change your lifestyle and you adopt a lifestyle like the people who are fit all the time, you got to become somebody new, then it's going to be a lot better. So if diet throws you off, don't diet. Just adopt a lifestyle, right? The next one is going to be recover. So if you're going to cheat, you got to be able to recover from it. That's a big thing. So again, like my cheat day, it's Monday today, I'm recording a video. Yesterday was Sunday, I have a big cheat day on Sunday. I'm gonna try to adjust that a little bit, but ultimately, what I do Monday matters. So if I continue to just kind of not eat well on Monday, that's not recovering. So when you do cheat, you gotta understand, like, that's a treat, that's a break and a recovery from my normal diet or lifestyle that you run, whatever it is, right? When you do cheat, you gotta be able to get back on track and do your normal fitness stuff. If that doesn't happen, now we start to kind of go off the deep end and things don't work the way you want them to. So you need to be able to recover as quickly as possible, even when it's like not planned, even when you feel like you make a mistake or you screwed up or you overate, whatever it is. Like, the quicker you recover and get back to what your normal healthy nutrition is, the better off you're going to be. And my last one right here is learn to forgive yourself. So these things are not do or die situations like a lot of people make it out to be, right? So God forbid you like fall off your nutrition. Like, a lot of times this is not life or death. There's no reason to kick the shit out of yourself every single day. There's no reason to beat yourself up or whatever it might be. The less you do that, the more successful you're going to be at these things. So again, like, we have to learn to take it easy on ourselves. Sometimes as people, we're our own worst enemies, right? So no one takes shots at you more than you do yourself, and that can get in the way of being successful. So ultimately, God forbid you do fall off and you do worse than you expected to, which is normal. It's a normal part of the process of improving. Learn to forgive yourself as quickly as possible. Don't beat yourself up. Again, if you're not your biggest fan first, nobody else is going to jump on the bandwagon with you. So if you need everyone else to see what a superstar you are, then you got to believe that first. And beating yourself up is not going to help there. So again, just understanding that cheats are a normal part of taking a little break from the intense work you're doing in terms of diet or nutrition lifestyle, and you should be doing them. And God forbid you make mistakes. It's all good. Okay, brush yourself off. Get right back on your horse and continue to do what you got to do. So I hope these tips help you guys out. I think they will. Just understand what you're doing here. You know, it's important. 90-10 rule. 90% of the time, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to be in great shape. You're going to be lean, feeling great about your body, and really, really healthy. Make sure you do that most of the time. Take a little break here and there, and you're all good. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And if you did, I'd love for you to head down below, leave a comment, and of course, tell us what you want to see next time. And subscribe to this channel. If you want my 7 steps to shredded report, head down below, click the link, or click this link right here, head down below, click the first link in the description. Guys, I'm Frank Daniels. Enjoy your day.